I freaking needed that. Oh, welcome back to another video, fellas. It's been quite some time. I have another cigar haul that I want to share with you guys. I spent a few days in California recently, and then we flew to Dallas. So I was able to pick up some cigars from both those states. Let's dive right into it. Who's messaging me? Oh, yes, my golf clubs just came in. Let's go. Let me mute this. I gotta separate these sticks because I have some cigars from another haul here. And the premise of the video was how much can $100 get you in USA? Because in Canada, $100 doesn't get you anywhere really. Like for me personally, if I want a nice decent stick, it's gonna cost $40 to $60. So that's 1 or 2 cigars. But I'm gonna put these to the side real quick because I'm gonna have to go through those for that video. This is where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with some samplers, and then I'll go into my little travel tupperdor that I got, and then we'll go into this batch here. Let's begin. The first sampler I got was from Cigar International in the Colony, Texas. Why did I get this sampler? I haven't tried CAO cigars. I maybe tried 1 or 2. There's so many that I gotta try out. And if you can see here, there's a lot of variety there, a lot of different ratings. So maybe this is gonna be a good place for me to start. Let's open it up, give it a look. I love talking cigars. This is so exciting to me. Unboxing, opening. Oh, the whole thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Comes with this. This just tells you what's in the box, and it gives you the ratings from Cigar Aficionado. Check it out. Kind of a strange little humidor. Oh, that's interesting. They're just in the plastic, in this plastic casing, like some type of trophy. No humidity control or cedar or anything that can even hold any humidity. I'm not a fan of this packaging. Looks very modern. Look at the glare. Look at the shine off the plastic. You see, like plastic, it's just not, it doesn't look good on the cigars. You need some like earthy wood tones or something to really make them stand out. Like this to me looks very modern. Oh my God. We're off to a great start here. CAO Italia. This one has a 92 rating on Cigar Aficionado. Let's give it a sniff. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Looks nice, man. Nice wrapper on there. Hope you guys can see that from that camera. Fatto Italia. You didn't know? I'm part Italian. I love Italian stuff. I love Italian food. Maybe this is going to be a good Italian blend. Okay, I'll put that right there. We got a lot of cigars, so I'm going to go through these quick and then just pause if you want to see the information on the cigars. This is the CAO Brasilia. Wow, that's nice too. That's nice. Smells good, looks good. This one's a 91 rating. This one says Cameroon l'anniversaire. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Nice scent on that too. It's a box pressed. It's a little bit kind of square rectangle. This one has a 92 rating on Cigar Aficionado. Oh, look at this. This is for my American viewers. The CAO American. This one's pretty patriotic. Barber pole type cigar. You see the swirling on there? The American flag. It says America on here. You get the stars and the eagle. Let's give it a sniff. It smells like a chocolate, but like a graham or like a wafer type chocolate. This one has a 92 rating on Cigar Aficionado. Now we have the CAO Nicaragua. Let's see what this is about. Small little stick. I'm not picking up too much scent wise. It's very, very light, very faint. CAO Nicaragua. This one has a rating of 91. Okay, this next one's called the CAO Session. Dark wrapper on this. Whoa. Well, that's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That smells like very, very faint curry spice, like a very faint curry spice and some like cacao or chocolate. Okay, so this one is called Session by CAO. It's a 90 rating. Sit, smoke, chill. Okay, the next one is a CAO Maduro. Not too much of a scent on there. It's a box pressed torpedo. This one's got a 90 rating as well. Next up, we have the CAO Gold. Yeah, this one's kind of cool. Imported, handmade. Light tobacco scent coming off there. CAO Gold. Okay, this one has to be a banger because it has a 95 rating on the Cigar Aficionado. It's called CAO Flathead 660. Looks like a box pressed, very, very faint sour smell. Not too much of like a tobacco scent coming off it. I would say it kind of smells like, like if your feet were just starting to sweat. That's what that smells like. And it's got a 95 rating. Will it be good? We'll have to find out. The last one we have from the sampler is CAO Pilon. I don't know how to say this, but it has a 90 rating. I kind of like the wrapper on this one. Yeah, this one kind of smells like the other one. It's a little bit sour, very faint sour. We have another sampler. Why did I get this sampler? Oliva's good. Still a lot of Olivas that I haven't tried, so I thought maybe this would be a good idea. So let's take a look. I love opening cigar boxes and packages. It's honestly the best feeling in the world. Nice little box it comes in. To me, this looks nice. Nice and respectable. Comes in that wood box. Maybe it's cedar. If it's cedar, then it's going to hold some moisture in it, which will keep our cigars from drying out. I did notice the CAO. Some of those cigars are, I don't want to say it, but you know, they're rock hard, which is not a good look because now I'm going to have to, you know, let those sit for quite some time. I don't have a sharp tool. I've returned with a screw that I found from the renovations, and that's the sharpest object I can get that's close by. So let's give it a little open here. Very good. This time I'll try not to drop the cigars. Hey, those look nice. We got a lot of Olivas in here. I have no idea what's in here. There's no information on there. Let me see if it says anything. It just says 8 cigars. Can't grab them, so I'm just gonna take them out. Series G Robusto, box pressed by Oliva. Oliva's been nice to me. I've smoked a few of these. They've been nice. Oh, that smells nice. It just smells like the earth. I love that. Oh, it just smells so pure, you know? That one right there. Oliva Series O. So this is going to be a Robusto 5x50. Beautiful smell as well. I don't know, man. The quality feels nice in these. I like that. There's 2 of these. Oliva Series V Maduro Toro 6x50. I like buying cigars in 2s because for me, I like to try a cigar. That's the one I smoke and then I put it away. Whether I like it or not, I can still make use out of it. If I like the cigar, I have an extra one in my humidor I can smoke, which is excellent because I'll get to it one day. If I don't like it, it now becomes a part of my mind where I'm like, okay, someone's coming over, they want a cigar. Maybe they're not a big cigar head, or maybe they like this type of cigar, and that's what I give them. So everybody wins. Faint to sourness, earthy tobacco smell coming off there. Yeah, they're nice. I don't know how much I paid for this, but it says right here on Holts, it's $50 on sale, and that's half off the MSRP. So if that's true, this has to be a great deal. That's like less than $10 a stick. That's crazy. This one looks kind of cool, man. I like the wrapper on this one. Oliva Master Blends 3. It's a torpedo. My favorite part, the sniff test. Very earthy, almost like soil and like tobacco smell, but it looks nice. It really does look nice. The band looks good, and it smells good and feels good in my hand. Pause. There's that one. Oliva Series V Torpedo. Oh, this one looks like a premium stick. Nicely rolled. It says Liga Especial. Handmade. This one definitely looks more premium. Very clean in terms of how it was rolled. The wrapper looks great. Feels great. It feels like has a nice little hefty weight to it too. Light tobacco smell. Oliva Series V. So this is a Series G Maduro Churchill. Quite a stick right there. Looks like a Lancero. Box pressed. Long stick. Yeah, very earthy on that. Very earthy tone. Smells nice. Feels nice too. I feel like Oliva just like the cigars feel different. Like a soft roughness. Almost like a little fuzz. And I like that with Oliva. I see they all kind of feel kind of similar. Put that one right there. Last one from the sample. Oliva Connecticut Reserve Churchill. Now that's a Churchill right there. Look at that. Oh, this looks beautiful. This looks like a Baus stick. Capo. He walked around with these hanging out of his mouth. That's why they named them Churchill. It's like light tobacco and like a clay type smell. That's going to be the Oliva sampler. So I'm very excited to get to those. I think I tried the Series G in a different Vitola. Technical difficulties happening today. You know, this is why I wish I had help sometimes just producing the videos. What's going on here? My hair's looking crazy. And I moved my offices so many times already with the renovations and the in-laws moving in and out. If I'm not streamlined, it's a lot more difficult to produce the videos because then I got to set up all the audio equipment, the lighting, the camera angles, versus when I had my studio, it was walk in, press record, right to editing right after. So sorry, bear with me. We're going to get to this batch here. This is my Cigar Internationals batch. I got 2 different batches, like I said. One was for a video, the challenge. It was a $100 challenge. This was just for like my personal. I went back after the challenge and I was like, all right, let me just pick out some things that I think I'll like or, you know, that I could try. So let's go through them. There's a lot. So we got to go through these because I don't want this video to be hours long. I value your time. I'm not trying to take it all. I'm just trying to entertain you and maybe you can learn something. I do appreciate you guys watching. Matter of fact, this is disappointing. Guys, 98% of the people who watch my cigar videos are not subscribed. That's insane. 98%. On one video, I had like 4,000 plus views. 98% were not subscribed. Dude, people are just swinging by to watch the video and then they're leaving. I appreciate you watching my videos. Do me a favor. It's very hard to make cigar content, especially coming from Canada. You don't push these videos. In fact, they almost like kill them. I'm lucky to get views. The videos that I make on cigars, they don't get views right away. It all happens over time. For example, the one video I'm talking about that had 4,000 views. When I first uploaded it, it might have had like 400, 600, creeping up to like 1,000 over the course of 2 weeks. And then it started to pick up over time. And every time I upload a cigar video, the comments instantly disabled. So it kills your engagement, which kills your momentum. And when you have no momentum on a new video, YouTube basically says, oh, people don't like this video. We're not going to push it. So that's why it's very hard to It's very hard to create cigar content on YouTube, especially coming from Canada. In the United States, it's a little bit easier, although I do notice cigar content creators, they are having a hard time as well. There's still resistance there, but it's a lot harder in Canada. So please do me a favor, subscribe, comment anything. Engage with the video. It helps rank the video. It helps push the videos. Try to keep the production high and the value high and the entertainment high. And they take a lot of time to edit and produce. And maybe one day, you know, we could do this full time, which would be awesome because I have a lot of great ideas that I want to get out there. I have a lot of ideas for some awesome content. So engage with the video. I'll appreciate that. Back into the cigars. This is from Cigar International from the Colony, Texas. I got my receipt here with everything I have, but we'll go through these cigars real quick. Humicare, what is this? I've never seen this pack before. It looks like some popcorn. Look at this little popcorn package. We have an array of cigars here. Like I said, I like to buy my cigars in batches of 2, and that's what we have here, except for this one Cohiba, because that was very expensive. But we can start there. So Cohiba Red, it's a New World Cohiba. This is not a Cuban cigar. I love Cuban cigars. Absolutely love them. They're my top sticks. They're my favorite sticks. Sadly, Americans, you can't get them. You cannot buy them at retailers in America. That's the only advantage that Canadians have over American. We can go to local B&Ms and we can order them online throughout Canada. Anyways, this is a Cohiba Red, so it's a New World tobacco, but I guess in America, if you have the Cohiba brand in your hand, it's kind of a flex still, even if it's a New World. If you have a Cohiba Red, you're more like premium spending, because I've heard that comparison before, like, oh yeah, I only smoke Cohibas, you know, but like to me, I'm like, that's kind of like an odd flex because you smoke New World Cohibas, not the real ones. If you smoke the real ones, yeah, that's a flex. Those are expensive and very hard to get. Nonetheless, the point I'm trying to make is, even though they're pricey, I heard they're decent sticks. So I wanted to try one. Typically, I don't like New World Cubans. There's been a few, but I've stayed away from these for quite some time because of the price point. I'm finally getting around to it just to try it. Very faint tobacco smell. Almost reminds me of like a Dominican Republic. Like if you've ever been there, it kind of smells like that. It's very earthy. That's the Cohiba Red. Let me see how much that was, because I'm pretty sure it was like 30 plus. Oh, wow. So the Olivas that I bought were 65 and they're on sale on Holts for 50. So that's an even better deal. And the CAO Champion Sampler, that was $82. Damn, that was more than the Olivas. That's crazy to me, because Oliva to me would be more of like a higher end / premium brand, and they're a lot less. Cohiba Red. So the Cohiba Red was $26 USD. Random order, rapid fire. Let's go. This is a Warp cigar. This is a great stick. The first time I tried this stick was gifted to me. I reached out to so many companies to do a humidor tour here in Canada, and only one replied. And he actually gave me this cigar. When I saw this there, I was very excited to see this because this is a great stick. Warp Series Grand Reserva 1988. Oh, it smells good. I don't even know how to explain that. It's like a earthy tobacco with a fruity scent on top. It just smells like you'll wanna smoke it. I love that. Beautiful. Beautiful sticks. From what I'm finding from the Warp brand is they make good stuff. I've tried a few of them now. They make solid sticks. Yeah, hey, what do I know about this brand? Absolutely nothing. Oh, the guy in the shop, he recommended this. I asked him, hey, give me 3 sticks that you think I should try. And this was one that he recommended. This is wrapped up quite nicely. You can't even see the stick. Yeah, hey, private bale. It looks like there's some type of parrot on a branch. It has like this gold tinfoil on the top, and then it's wrapped in like this wax paper. But you know what? I'll open it for you guys. What is this? Look at that. It's like a tape, like wrapping tape you wrap your gifts with. Oh, we can take this off. Perfect. Ooh, that looks nice. Nice and shiny. Looks a little bit oily. Look at that. Tobacco and a little bit of funk. I find this a common appearance in cigars. There's like almost like a sour, like a funk smell coming off it, and forget the lore behind that. Forget why that is, but it seems to be a common occurrence. But I would say very light tobacco smell. There's sour scent to it. Wrapper does look really nice. A little bit oily. It's a nice little shine to it. To me, it just looks great, because if it was dried out, the wrapper would look less rich and cracky, but it looks good. Yeah, hey. Take this one out of the wrapper too. The only reason you keep them in the wrapper is for, people say aging, or for me, it'd be more for protection. You know, like the cigar is going to age regardless if it's in the wrapper or not. I find if you're moving your cigars often, if you're traveling with your sticks, keep them in the wrappers. It will keep it from damaging your cigar, cracking the edges, etc. I've traveled a ton with cigars. You got to keep them in here. But once you get home, it's up to you. The cigar is going to breathe regardless of whether it's in the wrap or not. To each their own. Aladino, Julio R. Irora. Don't know anything about this brand. Corey, the guy who helped me, he actually recommended a different Aladino. You'll see in the batch that we have. I don't know anything about this. Apparently they're good. Like a very faint clay tobacco smell. Aladino. So this one, actually, one of the homies, met him through my YouTube channel. We ended up talking like almost every day. We always talk about cigars. We talk about life. Good person. He's a good friend. He recommended the La Aroma de Cuba Reserva, and specifically the Reserva. I've had maybe one La Aroma de Cuba. I forget which one. Can't remember it. And if I didn't remember it, it didn't stick out in my mind, which disappoints me. But he told me the Reserva is a good stick and worth a try. So here we are. I got 2 of them. Let's give it a sniff. Looks beautiful. Oh. Oh, yeah. Strong tobacco, earthy scents coming off it. It looks nice, dude. Wrapper is nice. The band is nice. That looks great. Very excited to get to that. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but I have 4 Tobacco Specials, Tobacco Special, however you want to call it, by Drew Estate. I know I definitely wanted 2 to put in the humidor. I've tried these before. I don't want 4, so I don't know how I have 4. I don't know how these got thrown in the bunch. Strange. Yeah, Tobacco Special. This was actually recommended to me by my local cigar shop. I was first getting into cigars. I feel like it's an infused cigar because it's very sweet. It has a very distinct aroma and taste to it. It's a sweeter cigar. Why I got these was because maybe you're gonna have those days where you just want something a little more sweet. These pair well with coffee. That's why I got these. I'm not into like the very sweet cigars, but you have the odd day where you just, you kind of wish you had one. Wow, very strong chocolate, cinnamon, very sweet. Espresso, that's what it smells like. I'm not sure how this happened. So now I have 4. A lot more than I want for sweets. We have another Warped Cigar. Warped Cigar, Eagle's Descent. Like I said, ooh, aging nicely. Look at the freaking brown on that. The Warped brand makes some good stuff. You don't have many options here in Canada. I went in, they have like 2 options. So I was like, let me just try this one. It's available. We'll throw that in the mix and give that one a try. Very light tobacco smell, minor hints of espresso. It smells almost a little bit sweeter. Eagle's Descent. My Father, La Gran Oferta. Haven't tried this one. My Father has a great reputation. So, we got to give it a try. Very, very light tobacco smell. Very faint. Nonetheless, still looks like a great cigar. Okay, we have another New World Cuban here. Romeo Julieta, crafted by AJ Fernandez. Nicaragua. Oh, crafted by AJ Fernandez. Oh, it's going to be good. Look at that. I love Romeo Julietas. One of my actually top Cubans is a Romeo Julieta, the Churchill wide. That is like one of my go-to Cubans. But this one, the band caught my eye. AJ Fernandez, I just had to try it even though it's a New World. I feel like it's going to be good. Has a little cedar wrap there. That off, give it a nice sniff. Tight on there. Very, very light tobacco scent, but the cigar looks very nice. It's actually very beautiful. The last one I have here from that little haul is a New World by AJ Fernandez. The Connecticut Robusto. Yeah, smells like Esteli, Nicaragua. Yeah, a nice tobacco scent. Looks nice to me. Looks like a good cigar. Okay, we're back. Camera overheated. We had to take a break. Let's keep this show going because I got some exciting cigars that I want to get to here. Okay, moving on to the next batch here. We picked up in Texas at my buddy's local shop, Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco. There's something I love about these tupperdors just because they're so simple and they're so easy to use. You can see your cigars and it stores them well. So I had to pick one up. It was like $10. Pick them up, store these cigars. Otherwise, I would have been banging around on travel. Popped in, I showed my wife the cigar shop that we always go to in Texas, and I introduced Kenny to my wife. Every time I go there, he's always welcoming, he's always nice, and he recommends good stuff, and he's got a great selection. So let's get into it right here. Ashton ESG. This is a cigar that, if you watch Holts Cigars, Maz from Holts Cigars always talks about this. This is his favorite stick here, and I had to give it a try. So I bought 2. I smoked 1 already. It was a great stick. I'm actually going to release that video soon. Little short kind of user experience with the Ashton Ashton ESG, but in California, I actually had the VSG. So there's the ESG, which is this one, and then I had the VSG. ESG is Maz's favorite. Second favorite, he said, is the VSG. I gotta say, it's a premium price point, but it was a great stick. Probably not gonna be my go-to cigar. $32 USD, pretty pricey. I don't know. See, these expensive sticks, like once you start getting up there, I think about leaving them in the wrap just because I know they're going to sit longer. They're going to sit longer because I'm either going to get to them later when I have more time to enjoy myself or I hit like some type of milestone or celebratory event, or I want to give one away. I have it in my humidor and I ship it to someone else. Like I share it with somebody. That's typically what I do with the more premium expensive sticks. It hurts to take it out, but I should probably take it out. Let's go. $32 USD. Ashton ESG. Scent here. Beautiful little stick. Looks like it got a little squished. Nice tobacco scent, beautiful band. We'll put that one right there. Next one is the Ashton Cabinet. Just another Ashton stick. I never even tried Ashton sticks or cigars to begin with. Like I said, the first Ashton stick that I had was the VSG in California. The second one I had was the ESG in Texas. And now this will be my third Ashton stick, which is the Ashton Cabinet. I don't know anything about it. All I know is Maz from Holts Cigars. He speaks highly of Ashton as a brand. So I just wanted to get my hands on some sticks to see what they're about. Whoa, very deep earthy tones. Whoa, very like freshly turned like earth. If you're an operator and you're turning earth and you get that earthy smell, that's what that smells like. It's a beautiful stick. Nice band too. Put that right there. Diamond Crown. What do I know about this cigar? Nothing. It looked cool. The band looks nice. It's a crown. It's got nice colors. It just caught my eye in the cigar shop. I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. JC Newman Cigar Co. Whoa. Yeah, that looks nice. That's a really nice... It looks like a great cigar. A little bit of a tobacco scent on that. We'll put that right there. These next two cigars, I asked Kenny, the owner of the shop, I like the Atabey. I like the Byron. It's the one that he recommended last time and he remembered, but is there anything that's kind of like half the price? He recommended these sticks here. One is called the Bandolero Series C. Bandolero Clandest. I don't want to talk to Siri right now. Hang on, let me listen. Bandolero Clandest Series C. Oh, it looks nice. Yeah, a little bit of that weird funk smell coming off it, but looks like a decent cigar. I mean, everything he's recommended has been good so far, so give it a go. The last one he recommended was actually, it's an El Septimo. El Septimo Culinary Art Collection, limited edition, Rioja. Prior to him giving me this, I never had an El Septimo. I don't want to say too much on it because there's other cigars in the batch that I want to share, but it's one of El Septimo's more budget-friendly cigars. He said it's good. Give that one a go too. Whoa, smells like citrus. A little bit of tobacco and like a citrus scent. Interesting. So that's my batch from Kenny's shop. Now we're going to get into some cigars that I was like, I wanted to come to America to get my hands on these. I was so amped to get these sticks. Very excited. We have El Septimo. Oh my goodness. If you are into cigar culture, you've heard a lot about this brand. I watched some El Septimo content. The owner, Zaya Yunin, absolute gangster, that guy. This guy's like a top G. You have to go see what this guy's doing because what he's doing with this brand is like, he's elevating it to the next level of luxury and premium. Apparently he's like a real estate mogul type guy. He's got a big portfolio of properties he manages. He's just like a CEO type dude. He's doing big deals. He's doing big things. And essentially what happened was, it's a very cool story about how he stumbled across the El Septimo brand and cigars. I highly recommend you go watch it because when you watch how he found this brand and how the cigar was given to him, you're going to want to try the cigar. But I'm going to let you guys watch that for yourself.
Have you ever heard of the story of how Zaya got El Septimo?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's telling us the story about how you got the cigar when you were in the hotel room.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been smoking cigar for 40 years. Steve's been smoking cigar for a long time, too. 28 years.
There is like the premium cigars, but then there's going to be El Septimo on an absolutely different, extraordinary level. The products that he's making, absolutely incredible. And when I mean incredible, I mean in terms of craftsmanship and the amount of resources it takes to put these things together, like the humidor. There's an egg. I'm going to show you. It's insane.
Each Fabergé eggs has almost 60 kilograms of gold and over 1,580 carats of diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and African emerald. It took us 37,000 hours to build these 3 humidors.
Cutters, lighters. I think he's really trying to elevate this cigar brand and experience to ultra premium luxury. Amped to see where he takes his brand. Before heading to America, I made an account on the website and I ordered it to my friend's house in California. Within, I think, 15 minutes of me pressing the order button, my friend in California gets a phone call and it's someone from El Septimo stating, hey, one of the cigars that you ordered is out of stock. How do you want to proceed? And they kept calling him, but I only put my friend's number there because he was the one receiving it, right? But the cigars are actually mine. He's not a cigar guy. He knows nothing about cigars. I called El Septimo, not El Septimo you're calling Union Properties. And El Septimo must be a branch or a division off of Union Properties. So I call Union Properties, lady picks up. She's like, what's your company and your name? I'm like, oh, I got a call from you guys and it's regarding cigars. And she's like, oh, okay, let me just transfer you to so-and-so that deals with cigars. She talked to the cigar department. Cigar department said that they were going to call me back. 5 minutes later, I get a call back from Union Properties. So I pick up the phone as the guy from the cigar department and we have a conversation. And what he told me was the same thing that was in the email. Queen of Sheba from the Emperors collection, it was out of stock. And I had 2 of those on there. Guy says, hey, what do you want to do? You can either wait, which I don't recommend. We don't know when they're going to come back in, or I can recommend a different stick. We could substitute that. Basically what I told him was like, hey man, I'm like, this is my first batch of El Septimo. I've been very eager to try El Septimo cigars because I want to see what your brand is about. Do you have any recommendations? Do you smoke cigars? Give me your top 3. He goes, you know what, man? You have all the most popular sticks in your order. Only one I would add in there is this stick, the Yao Maduro. He said that was his all-time favorite. We came to the conclusion of which cigars I was going to swap out, which was awesome. And this is kind of crazy. 2 sticks in here that were out of order online. Very prestigious, expensive sticks. And I asked him, I was like, hey, do you know when that's going to come back in stock? And he's like, I think they're in stock now. He's like, let me just confirm. Because I told him online, I was like, online says it's out of stock. Okay, let me talk to the lady. Let me tell her to update it. You go in, add those sticks to your order, and then we'll send it out. And then he's like, on top of that, I'm going to send you a little gift as well. And I was like, huh, okay, perfect. So I didn't know what that meant, but I added those 2 sticks to my order. My order was updated and it was fulfilled. Gotta give them respect. My order was shipped to me and delivered within like 12 hours. Insane. I've never had a package delivered so freaking fast. I was highly impressed. Literally the next afternoon, it was like the morning of the afternoon, my buddy was like, hey, your cigars are here. And I was like, how is that possible? Shipping said 3 days. He's like, I don't know. So I was like, whoa, I won't ask questions. That's amazing. Let's get into some El Septimo cigars here. Yeah, we'll start with this. So I got a bunch of sticks from the Emperor's collection that I'm going to show you, and we're going to start with the Yaos. Oh man, these sticks look insanely good. Man, they just look awesome, dude. Got the Yao Connecticut and the Maduro. So I really wanted to get my hands on the Connecticut. I'm going to release my experience of this stick in a video coming up soon. In that video, basically what I stated was, I think the Maduro might be a banger. And that's what the guy was saying. He was saying that he likes the Maduro more because to me, the Yao, I felt like it was just a little tad bit too light. The conclusion was, you know what? If it had a little more oomph or kick to it or like some boldness to it, I feel like the Maduro might be the answer to that. Very excited to try the Maduro. Got 2 Connecticut's there. We got 2 Maduros. Beautiful sticks. I also want to make mention too, which I think is highly impressive if it's true. I feel like these bags are humidity controlled. When the cigars arrived, I was like, oh, there's no humidity packs. And then I picked up the bag and I was like, it's cool to the touch. It feels like there's like a water or wetness in here. So I want to say that these have moisture in them that helps regulate the cigars, but I don't know for certain. So if you know, please inform us. Because if that's true, like I was saying, man, this guy's elevating the brand. If that's true, that is amazing to have your own branded bags and then they're already humidity controlled. Oh, what's in here? No way, I missed a cigar from a different batch, but we'll get to that. So our next cigars, we have the Emperor Augustus. Once again, from the Emperor collection. I'm going to leave these in the wrapper for now. I'll get to those one day. Next up, we have Alexander. Alexander the Great. Heard good things about this. Matt from Cigar Hound says it's a good one. Had to get a couple. The Sacred Arts collection. We have the Salvador Dali. I've heard good things about this one too. I actually watched a couple reviews on YouTube about these. But one thing about El Septimo is they are becoming a brand that's more... They're getting a lot more exposure now, especially from the podcast with, I don't know what that guy's face. There's a podcast with Steve Harvey, Zaya Yunen, owner, the CEO of El Septimo. He was on there. He actually brought Steve Harvey on there because Steve Harvey's favorite cigar apparently is from El Septimo. And I have it here today, which I will show you. But yeah, no, like there's not much content on El Septimo. So I plan to make some or just share the experience on that. Just because it's not really out there. We have 4 cigars in here, actually. 2 of them are not El Septimo. I remember I didn't have room, so I actually packed 2 in here from a different batch, but I'll go through them quickly. Basically, what we have here is some EP Carrillo. My buddy that sent me, I brought him back cigars, and as a thank you, he got me a EP Carrillo sampler. So we got 2 here. I tried one, and it was pretty good. This one is the EP Carrillo Pledge and the La Historia. So we'll get to those as well. And I'll just put them aside for now. They should be part of the other batch. And this is what I mean about El Septimo as a brand and stepping it up once more. The gift that the guy got me, he gave me 2 cigars. He put 2 cigars in the batch, and they're not cheap. We have here the Exception Esmeralda from Zaya's collection. That's the highest tier from the El Septimo brand. They get more expensive as you go up, and the Zaya collection is the most expensive. Let's go take a look at the price point on this. The Exception Esmeralda, it's a 5x60. $48 USD for this stick. $48. Do you know how grateful I am to get this as a gift on my first order? Guys, I'm from Canada. $48 USD. This is like $80. Okay, I lied. At this exchange rate, it's $48 would be $67, but you're not including tax and tobacco tax. If we had this in Canada, this would probably be well over $120 easily. And then he also gave me the Michelangelo. And this is from the Sacred Arts collection. So the same collection as the Salvador Dali. And what's awesome is I was actually looking at these. These were in my cart, but I was trying to budget and I ended up getting them for free. But the Michelangelo from the Arts collection, this one was a gift as well. And let's take a look at the price point on that. So this one was $16. To me, I would be expecting this price point as a gift, $16. I'm like, okay, that's a nice little gift. But dude, he added this in there. Respect. I got to give him a shout out. I think his name was... It was like Shy. Something Y, Shy, Thigh, Ty. It was one of those names. I'm so sorry, man. But dude, shout out to you. Not just for the gifts. You had great customer service. We had a good chat about cigars. and you got them out quickly to me. So I have to give you respect where it's due. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And I'm very excited to get to these cigars. Very excited. Guys, let's add that together. 16 and 48, that's 64 USD. 64 USD to Canadian is $90. Friends, as a Canadian, this was $90 as a gift. That is basically, that's almost $200 retail. That's insane. I love that. Can I guarantee you're going to get a gift like this? I don't know. I have no idea. They don't know me. They don't know I make cigar content. They have no clue. So this was not like, oh, he does content, let's give him cigars. They have no idea this video is even going to come out or that I existed. Really appreciate that, guys. Thank you for your support. Exception, Esmeralda, plus Michelangelo. Please enjoy this 7 cigar collection, cigar sample on us. We hope you come back. El Septimo team. You guys rock. Guys, this is the most expensive cigar I've ever purchased. Some of you are going to think I'm crazy for doing this, but you know, it's like an itch you have to just satisfy. You just have to know, right? What I have here is the most expensive cigar on the website, part of the Zaya collection. It's his most expensive cigar. I think it's his most premium offering that he has. Apparently it's Steve Harvey's favorite cigar. It has to be Zaya's favorite cigar because I always see him smoking it. This thing was out of stock weeks prior to me looking on the website to see what was available before the order. But by chance, it was all of a sudden restocked day I was making my order. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a sign. Maybe I should get my hand on these cigars before they go out of stock again. Apparently only 10,000 boxes are made per year. They're very expensive. I would say the 1% of people are going to be able to afford these cigars because this is way out of my price point, way out of my budget at the moment for my current lifestyle. We have the El Septimo Double Grand Reserve Zaya collection. It's a beautiful stick. I'm going to take it out of here for you, I think, just so I can get the essence of it. I can get it in my hand. I can give it a sniff. I can give it a look and an admiration. That's what we'll do. All right, I'm going to read you the lore on this one. If you don't know what lore means, it just basically means it's a newer term that people are using for the background, the description, the context of something. 20th anniversary, Double Grand Reserva. Oh, I was completely wrong. Only 1,000 boxes of the Double Grand Reserva will be produced and only one time. Okay, I don't know how that works then, because I got my hand on these, which came back into stock. I'm not going to ask questions. Each box contains 14 exquisitely crafted Toro cigars, 6x52. It is destined to become a coveted collector's item. Keeping with its exclusivity, the limited edition will be distributed solely throughout the top 50 retailers worldwide. That's insane. Okay, so if we do the math on that, there's 14 per box. So that means there's only 14,000 cigars that's going to be produced. And I got 2 of them. I feel very lucky to get my hands on these. Now, that being said, let's put things into perspective here because I don't want to be too pretentious. Having a cigar, the experience is not about the price point. You can't go around thinking that just because it's more money, it's going to be a better product. I decided to purchase these cigars because, for one, I just thought the opportunity to grab these before they go out of stock again was slim. 2, I've never spent money like this on a cigar before. I felt like it was just necessary. There was just an opportunity there. I felt it was the right time to just grab these cigars. And 3, I want to share it with you guys because I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to do this or could justify the means because it is a very premium price point. The price point on these cigars, $125 USD a stick. These 2 cigars right here cost more than that whole batch of cigars. This was probably $300. And these 2 were $250. Am I hoping it's going to be a good stick? Yes. Do I think it's going to be a stick that's going to blow my mind and take me to like this new level of cigars? I highly doubt that $125 stick is going to be, okay, let's say this. We'll give a new example. The ESG. ESG is already a premium price point for a stick. Is the Double Grand Reserve from El Septimo, is it worth 4 Ashton ESGs? Because for the price of one of these, you can buy 4 of these. And then you can take a step further. Michelangelo. This is 15, 16 bucks a stick. You can get 8 of these for the price of 1. It basically comes down to how much you as the person values the stick. Can I get the same value or similar value from something else? What if this one is pretty close, but the price point is less than half the price? You know, I might value this more than this. Then I can be like, oh yeah, I'll get 6 of these and I'll smoke them once every day versus 1 of these, I'm smoking them like once a month, once a week or whatever. It also depends on where you're at in life, you know, like maybe one day down the road, I'm going to be spending $100+ on USD on sticks. That would be amazing. And in all honesty, if and when I get there, probably going to be buying Cubans. Anyways, I got the Double Grand Reserve. I had to get my hands on it. I feel like it's going to be like a collector's item, but something that maybe I could enjoy one day. Most expensive stick I've ever purchased since I started cigars right here in my hand. Zaya collection, El Septimo, 20th anniversary, Double Grand Reserve. Well, that's nice. That's actually really nice. I don't know how to explain it, but to me, that's just right. It's like a pungent deep tobacco scent. That is beautiful. That's what $125 USD gets you, baby. I'll probably put that away and take my time and choose the right place and the right setting for this. You got to choose the right environment. I don't want to be rushed. I got to be at peace. I got to feel accomplished because this is probably as premium as you're going to get. Oh yeah. The guy from El Septimo, the guy who hooked us up, he told me that Steve Harvey was in their lounge like yesterday when we were talking. He's like, yeah, Steve Harvey was here yesterday. This is his favorite stick. So I guess we'll see. The hype is about. Super, super amped to get that. The cap, the construction looks so good. It looks like a premium stick for sure. We'll see if it smokes like one. That back in here for now. That's going to be the haul. Finish off with El Septimo. How much did I spend? The El Septimo cigars was $308. $350 for this batch of cigars right here. And then you have about $230 for my cigars at Kenny Shop in Grapevine. So $878 to Canadian right now is $1,212 Canadian. And if you're going to translate that to Canadian retail, you can basically just double that number. So I have well over $2,400 of cigars here Canadian in this batch alone. And that doesn't include this batch, and it doesn't include the gift that my friend got me. So well over 2,400 Canadian in cigars. And honestly, if they were to even bring these like super premium sticks into Canada, I guarantee you they would be above double. You'd probably be paying 2.5 to 3 for them. Guys, thanks again for watching. I know a lot of people enjoy this content because it gets views and it gets engagement. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, please comment. Give me your thoughts on any of these cigars. What do you think? Is this cigar worth $125? Would you do that? Do you have experience with this cigar? What do you think about El Septimo? What do you think about the ESG? What do you think about anything you see here? Let me know what you guys want to see. Is there anything you guys want to see? Next time I come to the States, I can go do that. We're networking, baby. We have a lot of connections now in the USA, in Havana. I still plan to go to Havana to shoot some amazing content because I feel like the cigars that I really love and enjoy, they're out there. There's a culture that I want to show you, and there's a whole new world of cigars that I want to show you guys. And I would say majority of my audience is from America, so USA, that I want to share with you because you guys just don't have access to that content or cigars. So I hope to share that with you guys one day. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient. You know, I'm a dad now, a lot of change in my life. So the content can't come out every single week like I would love to. This has been a blast. I love doing this stuff, man. Anyways, guys, have a great day.